Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to have more cool story slash movie slash comics fun. This such topic will be about Ivan Drago. Yes, Ivan Drago is the popular supervillain boxer from the Rocky series. Well, the Rocky series had several supervillains in it, but Rocky's toughest opponent by far is Ivan Drago. He hits harder than any of Rocky's other foes. That is proven. He was able to kill Apollo Creed, which was the best friend of Rocky Balboa at the time. He was able to cripple Rocky Balboa with a dilapidating mental illness as a result of that fight. So I got to point out the fact that Drago didn't play fair like the other Rocky supervillains did. They didn't use steroids or other performance drugs. So Drago got his freakish superhuman strength from antibiotic steroids that was widely distributed, apparently. But nevertheless, he did have that strength level. All of his magical powers that came from that serum certainly gifted him well because Drago had superhuman strength, meaning he could hit much harder than the strongest heavyweight on average. And they will say that the strongest heavyweight on average hits around 700 square inch per pounds or something, and Drago hit maybe 1850, then he hit 21 something. So he hit three times as hard as a hard hitting heavyweight eventually. And then no one thought to check his bloodstream for steroids because there was nothing to explain why he could possibly be that strong. But that is another story. So never, and I have to point out something else. I haven't been able to find any comic book information on Ivan Drago. So, in other words, he's excluded from the comic book realm, but nevertheless, there is still a lot to go on in terms of Drago's raw power and strength. So, let's get to that. He has superhuman strength, superhuman endurance, superhuman longevity, superhuman power, superhuman resilience, and he's a strategic, technically sound, highly trained, skilled boxer with all of those superpowers. But nevertheless, Rocky managed to pull out a major victory, nevertheless. So it proves that steroids won't necessarily improve your condition over Rocky Balboa overall. But that is another story. So yeah, I mentioned that Ivan Drago was the first professional boxer that had all of those superhuman abilities due to steroid use, of course. But nevertheless, he had superpowers. If you read his stats and look at them, he can literally kill boxers in a ring with his raw power. And no one seemed to take him serious until that happened. But and no one also did their research on him before offering him a fight. He got a fight strictly and simply because he was Russian, and that would have made the fight a global thing. And but no one researched and found out how dangerous this guy Drago was until it was too late, of course. Okay, and I would give Drago's overall top tier power slash skill set a top tier A plus, regardless of how he got those super enhanced abilities. Okay, folks, let me know what you think about this. Indeed.